They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Clemson's offense will start this game off with the football. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TD.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line.
Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Right back to it. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. On the option. Now the pitch.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They'll run the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Trying to do it on the ground. Across the 35. Brings it to the open. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep headed to the edge. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Lining up for the PAT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, he's got a chance. Looking for room at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense.
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
The run from the shotgun. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The pull and throw off the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Tigers. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
35, Washington, 7.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frost. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The corners are walked up tight. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Welch. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The give from the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back to... And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Can't connect on his first throw. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive.
There he goes to the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll toss it. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. On target. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Welsh. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to move the pile into the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give out of the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give on the inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's close. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. A little release to the back. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Running into the open space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.